I want to talk to you about business lines of credit for fair credit from national banks. Okay, so if you have fair credit and you're looking for a business line of credit, you want to watch this review till the end. So the very first bank that I want to share with you is American Express, and a lot of people don't know, but American Express has a bank, so it's called American Express National Bank, and they have a business line of credit that really can net you a maximum of $250,000. And what we love about this business line of credit is that the conditions are very, very, very flexible. I mean, basically, they want you to be at least 18 years of age. You need to have started your business at least 1 year ago. That's really good. You got to have a FICO score that actually oscillates between 600 and 660 at the time of application. And you got to have an average monthly revenue of at least $3,000. So that's really good. I mean, $3,000 per month, that's about 36 grand a year. So that's totally attainable for a lot of small business owners. So that we love this a lot. And when you think about this business line of credit, we also love the fact that you have a quick application, you have flexible access, and you have, in terms of term length options, you are looking at 6, 12, or 18 months. So pretty straightforward. Now, of course, American Express National Bank is not a regular bank. It's not your brick and mortar bank. So basically, you're not going to have access to a lot of branches across the country, but you still have a fantastic conditions for your business line of credit. So that's really wonderful. So number one, American Express National Bank. Number two, Citi. So if you're looking for business line of credit for a fair credit from banks, Citibank is actually a fantastic contender here. Why? Because first of all, you can actually get a business line of credit up to $5 million. And in terms of FICO score, they'll let you in at 625 minimum. Okay. Of course, it really helps if you have an existing relationship with Citibank. So that's really fantastic. Now, if you don't have an existing relationship with Citibank, or if you have not been in business for at least 1 year, you can qualify for a line amount between $10,000 and $250,000. So it's still good anyway. So we love that. Next, I want to talk to you about Wells Fargo. So if you're looking for a business line of credit for a fair credit from national banks, you will love Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo really is a very generous lender. And what we love about Wells Fargo particularly is that you have two kinds of products. You have Wells Fargo unsecured business line of credit. So for the unsecured financing conduit, the maximum you can qualify for is $150,000. So you're looking at $10,000 all the way to $150,000. So we love that a lot anyway. I mean, it's still good. And so that's the first part. You also have the Wells Fargo Small Business Advantage line of credit for customers in business less than 2 years. So the first option was for customers who have been in business for more than 2 years. So if you're pretty new to your entrepreneurship sort of goals, you can only qualify for a maximum loan amount of $50,000. So Wells Fargo will grant you a business line of credit that goes from $5,000 to $50,000. But hey, listen, it's still great anyway. So that's for Wells Fargo unsecured business line of credit. They also have a secured business line of credit. In other words, a collateralized business line of credit, and that the maximum for collateralized funding is $10 million. Why? Because the funding program depends upon the value of the underlying collateral that you pledge anyway. So fantastic. Number 4, I want to share with you another wonderful bank that we have been reviewing for many years on this show. And basically, this is Bank of America. And Bank of America, this is a national bank, of course. And line amount starts at $10,000 and goes all the way to $10 million. I mean, Bank of America does have the balance sheet to be able to fund whatever business line of credit, fair credit that you need, okay? They want you to be a customer, though. You got to be a customer of Bank of America's to qualify for this business line of credit. But minimum amount, $10,000, maximum $10 million. And your FICO score, minimum 600. Okay, and but they call it a business advantage credit line. So when you go to Bank of America, that's how they call their business line of credit. And the cool thing is that you have line amounts. Actually, the APR is kind of decent. You're looking at 9.25. Now, Bank of America is a little stringent when it comes to conditions. When it comes to qualification conditions, they want you to be 2 years in business on their existing ownership, and you got to have at least $100,000 in annual revenue. Now, if you don't meet those two conditions, you need to be a customer of Bank of America's for at least 3 years. Next, I want to share with you PNC. So when we're looking at business lines of credit, fair credit from banks, PNC is a fantastic contender. Okay, and with PNC, of course, the line of credit amounts are less generous, but hey, listen, it's still something. So you're looking at $20,000 to $100,000, and we love that because the loan application and decision process is very fast. And so basically, there could be a possibility for you to even have a soft pull. And PNC wants you to be in business for 1 year and have a FICO score of a 600 to actually qualify for this unsecured business line of credit. So you're looking at 20 grand all the way to $100,000. And the cool thing is that once you get approved, you can actually transfer funds online by telephone, or you can even write a check against the line amount. So in terms of the application, you have a pretty streamlined application process. So we love this aspect of things a lot. Next, I want to share with you another bank. You have US Bank. So if you are looking at business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love US Bank, because US Bank has they can qualify you all the way to $250,000, and this is kind of cool. And actually, when you actually contemplate a business line of credit from US Bank, you have several options. The first one is called a cash flow manager. So with the cash flow manager, you can actually qualify for up to $250,000, and so this is kind of cool. But you also have another one. They call it business line of credit. Here you can qualify for up to $1 million. This is really fantastic. They also have what they call a business equity line of credit. There you can qualify up to $500,000. And the fourth business line of credit that you can qualify for when it comes to a U.S. bank is called a business reserve line, and this is actually for covering overdraft charges. So the line approvals it kind of limited. So you are looking at $5,000. So overall, you have a pretty solid proposal coming from U.S. Bank. Next, you have a Truist Bank. So when you think about the business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love Truist Bank, because Truist Bank actually has a small business line of credit where they can approve you for a certain amount that goes all the way to $100,000. And so that's really good. You basically just need to have a FICO score of 610. Minimum FICO score of 610 for you to qualify for this small business line of credit from Truist. And Truist actually can if you've been a client of Truist for the last 3 years, they can actually approve you all the way to $250,000, and in some cases $500,000. It's all about the relationship that you have with Truist and the relationship that you had before the Truist merger, way before the relationship you had with BB&T and or SunTrust. Okay, so this is really cool. And what we love about Truist is that they are very flexible too. Next, you have TD Bank. So if you're looking at business line of credit for a fair credit from banks, you will love TD Bank as long as you are in the geography that TD Bank covers, because TD Bank actually it's a kind of geo restricted, right? They're not available nationally, and they're available in select states. So if you are in those states, let's say in the Northeast, but also in Florida and California, if you are in those select states, you will love what TD Bank is actually offering. And TD Bank, when it comes to their business line of credit, they can qualify you all the way to $250,000. If you want more, you're gonna have to go to a branch. For anything below $250,000, they will actually allow you to apply for a business line of credit online. Okay, and the cool thing is you can use the cash for everything. Once you get approved, you have a flexibility. You have total flexibility. You can use the cash for rent, inventory, payroll, working capital. You can paying the vendors or just seizing business opportunities or even daily operations. Okay, and so the line of credit amount can go from $250,000 to $500,000. That's the maximum. In terms of minimum, you're looking at $25,000. So that's really cool. But overall, fantastic bank. What we love about TD Bank also is that they are constantly upping their game. Fantastic. Next, you have a Fifth Third Bank. So if you're looking at a business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love Fifth Third Bank. Now, Fifth Third Bank is geo restricted, so that's a little bummer here. But hey, listen, it is what it is, and basically, you can qualify for a maximum line of credit amount, business line of credit amount of $100,000. So the numbers go from $10,000 all the way to $100,000. And what we love about Fifth Third Bank also is that it's kind of similar to what I said about TD Bank. In other words, you have flexibility. You can use the cash for everything. You can use the cash to cover overhead, meet payroll, maintain normal business activities, do all kinds of stuff, expand your business, whatever you need to do to make sure that you stay in business. Fifth Third Bank will help you out. Now, Fifth Third Bank is not really present nationally. They are present in less than 15 states. But hey, listen, if you are actually in the geography they cover, you will love Fifth Third Bank. So this is really good. But of course, Fifth Third Bank also has besides an unsecured business line of credit, they also have a secured line of credit. Secured line of credit actually you can borrow all the way to $10 million because again, the line of credit will be collateralized by your assets. Next, you have Citizens Financial. So if you're looking at a business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love Citizens Financial. And the Citizens Financial is really cool because you can get a business line of credit up to $250,000 in 2 to 3 days. Minimum FICO score 585, and basically they want you to be in business for at least 6 months before you can actually apply for these products. Okay, but this is really good, and you are looking at you are looking at a process whereby you can actually apply multiple times. Okay, now there is an annual fee though. I mean, they charge you an annual fee for lines of credit. So when you have a line of credit from $50,000 to $100,000, you have to pay $150. That's the fee. And so if you are between $100,000 and $1 million, the annual fee is 0.30%. So you have to really sort of budget that in your considerations. I want to talk to you about KeyBank now. If you're looking for a business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love KeyBank because KeyBank is actually a great player. They actually will qualify you for a line amount that goes from $10,000 all the way to $500,000. So $10,000 to $500,000. You got to have a FICO score of 600. You got to be a KeyBank customer to actually qualify. KeyBank business customer to qualify, and you got to be actually in business for at least 9 months before you can qualify. And in terms of FICO score, they'll look at you when you start having 600. Okay, but the cool thing about this business line of credit is that it is renewable every 12 months. So they will review your file and see if you actually if you've been maintaining a certain benchmarks, and if you actually qualify in that respect, you should be good to go. Not a problem. So KeyBank is a really fantastic. We love KeyBank because it is a very genuine bank that really takes care of their customers. As a matter of fact, they actually even have a process whereby they take care of veterans and service members. Fantastic. If you have any question, you can contact 1-888-KEY4BIZ, Key 1-888-539-4249. Next, you have BMO. So BMO Harris Bank. This is another bank. Now, BMO is kind of cool. They will give you amounts that go from $100,000 all the way to $1 million. The only problem is BMO, sort of similar to a Fifth Third Bank, is a geo-restricted bank. So they're gradually expanding their footprint in the country, but right now they're still not in as many states as, say, PNC or US Bank. Okay. And so it is what it is. But with BMO, they want you to be in business for at least 6 months. But the cool thing about the BMO is that the business line of credit goes from not from 100,000, but from $10,000 to 1 million. Okay, so that's really cool. And the process for application here is kind of similar to the other banks, especially KeyBank, because BMO wants you to contact a banker at 1-888-340-2265, 1-888-340-2265, or even go to a branch and then start a conversation. So, and they will see whether or not you qualify. But hey, listen, fantastic bank. Next, you have a Regions Bank. So if you're looking for a business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you will love Regions Banks. And Regions Bank. And Regions Bank actually will qualify you if you have a FICO score of 600 and you have been in business for 6 months. And the maximum line of credit amount that Regions will actually will advance to you is $500,000, so $500,000. And for their preferred customers, they can go all the way to 1 million. Right? It's all a matter of balancing your cash inflows and cash outflows. So they'll look at your revenue. They'll look at your operational history. They will look at your niche. They'll look at your trends, like specific benchmarks that relate to your business, to sort of gauge the health, your company's going concern. And then they will actually qualify you. And Regions want you to be in business for 6 to 9 months minimum. Finally, I want to share with you Santander. So if you're looking for a business line of credit, fair credit from banks, you want to think about Santander. So Santander actually will qualify you up to $500,000. So that's really good. Now, there are no financial statements required for lines of credit up to $250,000. But above that, they want to see something. They want to see your balance sheet. They want to see your income statement. They want to see your statement of cash flow. And they also want to see your statement of owner's equity. So those are the four financial statements they want to see from you. I mean, of course, they will ask you also for ancillary documents such as accompanying footnotes to the financial statements, to have a clear idea, to have a more holistic idea of your finances, your business's finances. So this is really cool. And what we love about Santander also is that they are really fast. They were really fast. They're kind of similar. They're kind of similar to TD Bank in the sense that they are geographically restricted. However, they were really fast. So somebody will a banker, if you will start working with you to make sure that you get approved as soon as possible. But fantastic option, fantastic bank, wonderful customer service. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, here is the bottom line. I spoke to you about business lines of credit for fair credit from banks. And let me give you the run-up, the review here. So number 1, American Express. Number 2, Citi. Number 3, Wells Fargo. Number 4, we have Bank of America. Number 5, PNC. Number 6, US Bank. Number 7, Truist. Number 8, TD Bank. Number 9, Fifth Third Bank. Number 10, Citizens Financial. Number 11, KeyBank. Number 12, BMO. Number 13, Regions Bank. Number 14, Santander. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.